RG here, runs Beer Reviews and Tools. How are you guys and gals doing out there in YouTube land? I think we got a good one today for you. At least the history of this brew for me has been always good. TRILLIUM Brewing Company out of Boston, Massachusetts, with a few locations. This is called, they got Congo Vanilla, I guess. Congo Vanilla Crown and Crate. It's a double Indian Pale Ale with honey and lactose. You saw what it looked like earlier. Excuse me. Just, but it's a little cooler than I thought it was when we looked outside. It's a setup outside here for the beer review. It's in the low 40s, what? 42 degrees, so that's not too bad. Really for Massachusetts in the winter, that's real good. I got a nice pint glass here. Telefixes all. He's got a good channel on YouTube. Does some good skits and with his family there, and enjoy it. You got a chance to go there. This Crown and Crate is an 8.6% alcohol by volume. It's got wildflower honey in it, and that's from Massachusetts hives that are around here. It does have some lactose sugar in it, and it's a double IPA. This opened in 2013, I think May of 2013, and the owners are Mr. JC and Mrs. Esther Tetra. I hope I'm not murdering the name. Tetrialt. I'll put the name above, Tetrault, Tetrault. Alright, let's get to the brew. My number one critic, my daughter, says I talk too long on the monologue, etc. And these are, since day one when I tried a TRILLIUM, it was delicious. It was the first time I ever had New England Juice Bomb. It seemed like another treat. And since then I've had a number of fantastic brews from TRILLIUM Brewing Company. They do have a few locations. In one is on Congress Street in Boston, the number one location. They got Fort Point in Boston, the Greenway. They got a location in Canton, Massachusetts, and the Greenway's in Boston. They have a couple other locations. Unfortunately, I don't have it here, but they do have a number of locations, and I don't have the phone number here. It will be put in. All right, let's get to the brew. Like I say, they've had some fantastic brews, particularly their juice bombs. They've been fantastic. Oh, darker than usually. It's hazy, kind of dark gold or yellow, you might say. Oh, the aromas. Definitely apricot. Oh, definitely apricot, tropical fruits, pineapple. They're all in there, and they all come from hops. It's not fruit added. It's from the hops that they use. The brewmasters put together with the workers out there in Yakima Valley in the West Coast have come up with some fantastic hops, and they make some fantastic brews over here in the East Coast. I don't catch much for the West Coast IPAs. Really stringent. Oh, very, very, very nice to smell. Do I have any other information? No. Well, let's get to it. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Going down the road of a New England Juice Bomb with variation, though. This here has a little bit of bitterness. It's taste I was gonna say grapefruit. gives that bitterness of flavor. Definitely picking up on melon, berries, mango. I do love mangoes. They are delicious. Pineapple. Yeah, definitely grapefruit brings that kind of a bitterness in the back of the tongue. Naturally, that's where the sour taste buds are. Front of your tongue are the sweet taste buds. Drinking this gives a nice honey backbone from the honey that they've used in this. And it's willow flower honey from the hives in Massachusetts. Willow flower honey. It's very drinkable. Down the line of a New England juice bomb, but it has an added effect to it, the bitterness, and some flavors from some dark fruits, they call them, or stone fruit, like prunes or raisins. I'm picking up on that. The lactose is making it sweet and creamy. Not much carbonation. I mean, excuse me, as I burp, but it does have carbonation, but not a hell of a lot. But it's there. They're making it in a beer. The mouthfeel is nice, medium, with that creaminess, smoothness in the mouth. The kind of brew you can sit down with your family and friends and drink all day. It's really a pleasurable, delicious beer to drink. The color of it is different than a lot of the New England juice bombs. This is a dark, goldish, dark yellow haziness to it. I guess the New England juice bombs do have some haziness, but they're lighter, so it doesn't pick up on being hazy when it's lighter. But it's definitely a juice bomb with that smooth and creaminess and the tropical fruit flavor. That's good. I won't run this long. It's a little cooler here than I anticipated. It looked nice as I looked out the window and we set up a beer review. But coming out here, I needed to have a sweatshirt, and even this, I should have probably a coat over or something, some small coat, a jacket. All right, I'm gonna run this long. Did I say locations? The Greenway, these are all Boston. Congress Street, Fort Point, that's in Boston. And the Greenway, that's was a tunnel that they covered over, and it's all nice grass, and in the summertime it's fantastic. There are a lot of people doing. And in Canton, Massachusetts, are locations. If you got a chance to get to these places, get it. I went back a few years ago. Me and my lovely wife took a ride into Boston to Congress Street, to the only location they had at TRILLIUM had, and I'd never do it again. It was terrible. I dropped my wife off, and she was going in because I knew I would have to stay in the car. Little did I know, people in back, I couldn't stay. It was just, I hadn't moved, and it was a lot of traffic. So I went around the block, and I pulled over, and car flew with some taxis, and I had to get out of that. But I couldn't get out because the traffic kept going, wouldn't let me out. Finally, some young lady let me out, and then went around, and traffic, red lights, and I had to stop, and then finally I got to go, and came up, and then made a complete circle around the brewery, and I thought, well, when I get there, she may not be there, and she wasn't. So luckily, I got to go around again, and I be able to pull over. Some cars had left the location, and I stopped there, and I was right next to a beer garden. It wasn't TRILLIUM's, but it was next to TRILLIUM's. There was a beer garden there, and I think the people had come out and left, and there was spaces, so I parked there. So she came out and didn't see me, and she looked down the street, and she saw me. She came out around the corner and saw me, and she had picked up some glasses and some shirts for me and so forth. But a lot of nice, beautiful, fine tasting brew from Trillium. Fantastic brewery. This is really good, very delicious, and I thank Joe and Esther for starting the brewery. So with that said, I will end it here because a little chilly. 8.6% alcohol by volume. Oh, wait a second. I'm seeing 6. Oh, this is 8.5%. I was reading it with these glasses on. I thought it said initially 8.3%, and I put that down, and I looked at it, I said, no, it's a 6, but it's not, it's a 5. 8.5% alcohol. Brewed in Massachusetts. There's the hives, you saw it earlier. Trillium Brewing Company. All right, I won't run this long as I gotta get going. So with that said, I gotta get going to get out of the cold. With that said, have a good day. If you're gonna drink alcohol, don't drive and run heavy equipment. Be an adult. So, from Eastern Massachusetts, I'll take this day. It's cool, but it's February, it's winter, and we don't have snow around us. We're not up to a foot of snow and standing in a foot of snow, so this is fine. All right, with that said, folks, have a good day.